What's good, guys? It's your boy BmanDaKilla, and I'm here with another video for you guys. So today's Friday, March 29th, 2019, and it's almost the end of the month, so we're gonna get some new PlayStation Plus games. Now, you know how this goes with PlayStation. We either get some good titles, some decent titles, or some straight ass titles. What the fuck? Right? So what I'm about to be doing in this video, I'm going to be going through the next couple titles that will be coming out for the month of April. So if you want to know about that, stay tuned.
Dangler. Hey, nigga, step back. Most of y'all thoughts ain't even an attack. Ever got kicked out the crib, then snap. Just get snapped, nigga, gotta move pack. You know it get cold when you sleeping in the trap. Damn, only speaking truth and facts. Frank do a lot in the booth when he rap. Cause I be the shit and y'all just crap. 7-11.
In the beginning, there was sand. And in the sand, Conan Exiles left footprints of epic proportions, though the road through development was long, with huge tracts of land. Now, the exiled lands have more than doubled their original size, and is no longer a mere sandbox. The Frozen North update added snowy peaks and fertile highlands, and at launch, the humid swamp and smoldering volcano are introduced. With such a large-scale world, traversing it can be time-consuming. But if you're able to find the recipe to construct the map room, you can fast travel to certain waypoints located around the world. Perhaps you'll visit Sepemeru, the relic hunter city to the west, which is now a mostly harmless trading hub where players can come to barter, or perhaps strike up a conversation with the locals over a pina colada. With a fully dynamic weather system, there is a chance you might get caught in the rain, snow, or deadly sandstorms. But if you have half a brain, you'll avoid frostbite or sunstroke by dressing appropriately for your surroundings. The world is filled with dangerous monsters and other humans, as well as challenging world bosses and deadly dungeons. These dungeons are designed to test you and reward those who show strength, intellect, and resourcefulness with items and lore you won't find anywhere else. Combat in Conan Exiles has gone from simple strikes to a grand set of combos with light and heavy attacks, and unique moves for each weapon type. And with improvements to artificial intelligence, mastering your moveset and stamina is critical. These improvements also apply to the thralls you capture, making them highly effective guards for your base. Milestone bonuses have been added to perks and attributes, and players can buff their stats with war paints, potions, and armor modifications. There are now hundreds of weapons and armor pieces in the game, which are customizable through color dyes and modification kits. And there are hundreds of building blocks in different tiers and styles for you to enjoy, including crafting and cooking stations, grow beds, and decorative items for the castle of your dreams and your enemy's nightmares. To penetrate the defenses of a player's fortress, siege weapons were introduced in the form of trebuchets, which can give you the upper hand as both attacker and defender, particularly if your enemy has been able to summon an avatar to tear down your walls. With the ability for players to climb any structure or cliff face in the game, necessary defenses like siege cauldrons and crenellated walls were added. And should the enemy somehow be able to sneak their way in, there is always the option of blowing them up in your personal minefield. Defensive construction is not just against other players, as the creatures of the land also rise against you to drive you from their territories.
Alright, guys. Alright, so our first game we had was Conan Exile, and this is a open world survival game that was created by the Funcom Studios. Now this game was originally a early access back in January of 2017, but eventually over time it became a public release around May 2018 for PS4, Windows PC, and Xbox. Now, from what I found and did research on, the scores for this game wasn't really that great. It wasn't that bad. So a lot of people know this game for just being, just having a new character and just owning slave. But if you are sure of wanting to know the scores, I basically had a 68 Metacritic score. It had a 6 out of 10 for Steam, and it had a 6.7 out of 10 at IGN. So based off those scores, it was kind of a meh kind of game. But if you're into open world survival games or whatnot, I mean, it's gonna be the game for you. Your experience might be different from mine. Me personally, I might not get it. Not really. I think I play enough open survival games enough as it is. So
Peggy 18.
Exponential cascade continuing throughout all Creo systems. Damage report unknown. Personnel-related collateral effects likely for most operational neural implants.
Alright guys, as you guys see, that was The Search. This was the second game for the lineup for April of 2019 for PlayStation. And this is a action role-playing game from the studio called Deck 13 Interactive. Now this game was recently released back in 2017 in May for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Also, you may notice the play style is similar to Dark Souls. That's because it's kind of the spiritual successor to that by the same company, if I'm not mistaken. And I personally have played this game. I did not play the full version, but I have played the demo, and I have to say I did enjoy the game. It's really fun, fast-paced. It is hard as well, so that's to be expected from the people that made Dark Souls. That's to expect it. But this was actually more of the better games on the roster for this month. And as far as scores, they had pretty much a 73% of Metascore, 7.9 IGN score, and a 7 out of 10 by GameSpot. So those are pretty, solid scores all around. Kind of like a high C, kind of low B. And also, to add on to Injury, the second Surge is actually going to be coming out sometime in 2019. Now, It hasn't been confirmed what time frame it's going to be coming out this year, but they are in the course of making the second one, and they are stating that they're going to go a little bit more in depth with the combat, a little bit more gorier, a little bit more, you know, basically all in a sense. Because in the first one, they were kind of trying to, you know, stand back, just testing the waters to see how the game would play out, and it seems that the game did do pretty good and successful amongst the community. So now they're saying with the success from the first game, they're going to try to, you know, go a little bit more in depth with the combat and things like that. And if you're also wondering when these games will come out, the release date of these games for PlayStation Plus will be coming out on April the 2nd. So that, I believe that is a Monday. So make sure you pay your PlayStation Plus for next month if you want to get one of these games. So let's remember, we have Conan Exiles, the first game, and we have The Search, the second one. So that being said, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what game you are most excited for and why. And if you do like the game, what's the best part you like about it? All right, let me know down in the comments down below, and we can have a conversation. Don't forget to like, sub to the channel. We are on the road to 1K. Also, speaking of that, before I end the video off, I am doing a 1K giveaway on my channel. So if you would like to get involved in that, I have a link to the video that describes all the rules and how to get to participate in that event. So that way, once I hit 1K, I will be definitely doing that for you guys to say thank you, right? So with that,
Rebels, nigga, we the fucking best. Y'all don't want it, y'all can't want it, y'all shouldn't want it, we the worst opponent. Got so much saying, got so many problems, got so many haters, they the motivators. I'm a cake chasing, not a whole chase, I'm a money maker.